The Comprehension Skills Measure is a standardized, individually administered test of reading comprehension. It assesses literal and inferential comprehension of fiction and nonfiction texts. The assessor presents the student with a passage and instructs her to read it to herself. Then the assessor asks the student a series of questions. Passages are in the printed assessment materials. Assessment duration is dependent on how quickly the student reads. It typically takes between 6 to 8 minutes to administer. Retell is used in fiction passages and involves the student retelling the story in sequence. The student may not look back at the text. Recall is used in nonfiction passages and involves the student recalling the important points from the passage. The student may not look back at the text. Literal asks students to use information directly stated in the passage to answer questions. The student may look back at the text. Inference asks students to infer or answer questions not based on information directly stated in the text. Give the student the passage and tap Start when the student begins reading. Record whether the student read aloud or silently. Read along so you can familiarize yourself with the passage. Tap Stop when the student finishes reading. During retell and recall, students tell you details about the passage, and you use the scoring rubric to indicate the thoroughness of their responses. Take the passage away from the student and tap Begin. As the student provides the requested information, compare their response to the rubric. Tap the button that most accurately reflects the student's response. Tap Done to view the Retell/Recall results screen. Retell and recall are both scored out of 4. 0 is insufficient, 2 is basic, and 4 is good. Tap Next to continue with literal comprehension. During literal comprehension, the student must answer questions with information that can be found in the passage. Hand the story back to the student and read the instructions as prompted by Mr. Say. Tap Begin to go to the first question. Read the question as prompted by Mr. Say. Tap the button that corresponds to the student's answer. Tap Next to ask the next question. Repeat this process for all 5 questions. Then tap Done to go to the literal comprehension results screen. Tap Next to continue with Inference. Inference assesses the student's ability to answer questions based on information that was not stated explicitly in the passage. The student can look back at the text. Read the text as prompted by Mr. Say and tap Begin. Read the first inference question. Tap Next to go to the scoring screen. Tap the button that most accurately reflects the student's response. After scoring all 5 questions, tap Done to view the inference results screen.